how can we construct a function from one curve to another? Okay, how are we going to form a function? Let's say we want to form a function from S1 to Q, let's say Q2, no? Q2. Okay? Or in general, we can call this Pn P2 of X, or P2 na lang. Polynomial 2. So, or actually, hindi lang na, any function. Okay? We want to have a mapping. So, unsaon na siya mahitabo? For example, let's say this is set F. And let's say this is set G. How can we we can actually map F onto G in many ways. For example, this point here can be mapped dire. This point here can be mapped diha, no? Ana, it's one way. Ibig sabihin, in every point in F, we can find a counter, a point in G corresponding to that. Okay? So, okay? A corresponding kani nga ani. So, daghag pamaagi yung sauna nato sa pagbuhat. Okay? One way to do this is I can just map every point in F in a line, in this line. Meaning a line of, kumbaga pa, a line of slope, specific slope. So a family of lines of specific slope. So each of this line will have a different equation. But each of this line will have y equals mx plus some, diri sila maglahi-lahi. Okay? So ibig sabihin, a point here will be mapped through a point G by this line, connecting line. Okay? Ato siyang ginapares-pares. Sa pairing. Okay? So, yeah, it's that's one example of mapping. In general, actually, we in a more advanced term, we can actually find a means such that murag kumbaga pa na mga questions in a more advanced mathematics that, for example, can we make F look like G? Exactly. Sabihin, is there a way for F to look like G? Okay? So, ibig sabihin, if we are going to kumbaga pa, if we are going to deform F and do a lot of transformation, can we make F into such a way that it is equivalent to G? Okay? Naay mga things manggod nga posible nga dili nato siya mabuhat. Okay? There naay mga kumbaga pa naay mga impediments nga posible mag-fail ta that F will never look like G. For example, if G has some, let's say G mo abot siya kalit dire, okay? And F is something that is continuous, so we could never make F look like G. Okay? But in many cases, we can make F look like G. Okay? But this is just I'm not talking about that. Murag mo na yung mga advanced nga, no? Actually, that's called, tawag gani, in a more advanced sense, that's called homotopy, no? Pero, ang ato adiri is that, in order to do that, we must find a way that such that every point on F is mapped to a point on G. Okay? And if we can do that, if every point on F is mapped to exactly one point on G, then we call that this transformation is actually one-to-one. 1F equals 1G. Now, if all of F is mapped onto G, and all of G has a pair on F, we call that an onto function. Okay, natin ginatawag nga 1 to 1, no? 1 to 1. This is called actually an injective function or injection. F is an injection. The function, let's call this another function. Let's say a function t. T is an t, which is a map from F to G. T is an injection from F to G. F, if one element of F is paired onto only one element of B. And we also have onto. This is surjection or surjective function. Murag word ga surjection. Surjective. Adjective na itong gamiton. This is injective. Okay? F is an injective function if all of G has been covered by F. Ibig sabihin, okay? All of this is covered by F. Now, we have actually what we call a special, 1 to 1 and onto. The combination of this is called a bijection or a bijective function. A function is bijective, it is 1 to 1 and onto. So, nindot ni siya nga mga animang god kay if we have a 1 to 1 and onto, meaning that we can always find a way to express one space out of the other. For example, kaning nga line, o kana nga line. Kumbaga pa, kaning nga line o kaning nga line is actually of the same size, of the same cardinality. Mo nigingon nga, which is bigger, this line or that line? Well, kailangan nato na siya by what context are we talking about bigger? By what kind of measure? So, mo nang sa mathematics ay tinatawag ng measure theory kasi importante na siya. Because one way of answering that question is through cardinality. Meaning cardinality, the number of elements. Pila ka buok ang naa diri ug naa diri. You will say that both are of the same cardinality if ang number of elements here and the number of elements here are the same. Karon, if the number of elements here, if the number of elements here and all of the elements here are the same, let's say 100 ni, then both are of the same size. Meaning that we can always find a way to pair each element. So, in fact, pwede nato ni siya ipares dire, ipares nato ni siya dito, and every part of this half is half part, and we know that this is just, unsa ni siya nga transformation. If this is some x and this is some y, then y is just equal to some scalar times x, right? Okay? For every x, there's a corresponding y. Okay? So, for every x, there's a corresponding y. Kada isa diha. And the good thing about this is that we can talk about this, okay? We can talk about this without going through this one, but by just doing things here. Well, it will require what we call a group property called isomorphism. Actually, mo ni requirement sa isomorphism. Pero dili pa gid ni siya kay napa may ginatingon nga ang di na ta maabot dira be. Pero pag natin ginatawag nga isomorphism, one isomorphic is a bijective function and at the same time it preserves group product. Now, ani ang kuan ni siya. For example, like in the basketball. Di ba kasi ginagamit sa coach when he instructs a play. Siya ginagamit niya. Board. And then ay mga tao dito. That is actually establishing a one-to-one correspondence between the court and the board. So, every time nga mo, unsay buhaton ako diri can be executed in the court because there's this preservation of also group product. Mo nang diri ko mo instruct pero kasabot mo sa buhaton dito, right? Dili ko pwede ko dili nga mutanaw dito sa basketball nga okay, ikaw diri ka dito, ikaw ana dayon ka dito unya, di ba? I can just instruct through here. That's an important thing. And if this is much simpler, then I can study a more complicated. If this is very complicated, I can study this by just actually looking at these simpler objects. And whatever I do to this, na equivalent nga operation dire. Okay? So, muna mingon ko nga, okay, ikaw, dire ka. Kabalo ka, asa dapit na sa court, right? I'm establishing a one-to a bijection. Okay? Of course, it also makes analogy possible. Nganong naatay mga analogies. In analogies, we're actually using injections, not necessarily bijections, because some analogy would fail after some time, di ba? Murag diri rataman ang pwede sa analogy. Dili na siya pwede diha. Kaya nga naman, well, that because dili gani siya injection, posibly dili siya injection mismo. Okay? Meaning, it could be many to one, meaning that possibly multiple values of F will be mapped to single value of G. So that's actually more practical of why we need to establish this. Kaya kinahanglan nato itong mapping. Okay? So this one, the number of elements of this and the number of elements of that is the same. If I'm going to count, if this is paired dito, since kada isa diri na ipares diri, therefore, the cardinality of this, the size of this, in terms of cardinality, is the same. Okay? This is not larger than this set. In fact, I can make, if that is the case, I can make any transformation that this would look like this. Whatever, sa may kuan ana, if ma-establish na ko na siya. So that's why we need to study transformation from one function to another. Now, the transformation that we're going to talk here is not necessarily, it will be general. Although, ang kailangan nato, ang later, for our purpose, we need an injective function. Okay? So, suppose na kay function diri f of x. I don't know. So, this is a set, no? F, such that x, y, such that y is equal to some f of x, and a function, another function g, which is x, y, such that y is equal to some g of x. So, these are sets. Now, I want to map, at least in some of the part of, not necessarily all of f, maybe a subset of f. Basta, I want to map a point on f to a point on G. In what way should I do that? Well, pwede ko mo gamit og, actually, I posted this last night sa kuan ako. I don't know, nakita ba ninyo itong kuan? So, suppose na ako'y function. I would add another function. Let's say, that function is, I use actually beta alpha of x, which is some h of x plus alpha. Kung saning, I'll just use R na lang be. R. Kay R ang gigamit dito. R of x. Kaning R of these are, what is beta alpha of x? Beta alpha of x. These are family of parallel curves. For example, for specific alpha, beta could look like this. Now, of course, ibig sabihin, beta alpha of x are just translated curves, right? And I'm going to use this to map a point on this set to the point on this set. Ibig sabihin, this point here will be mapped to that point. Okay? Sabtan ninyo? So, ang question karon is, what would now be my transformation equation? I want to find the transformation T such that, I want to find the transformation T from F to G such that for U an element of F and G, V an element of G, TU is equal to V. Ang kuana na is what would be my transformation, what would be the form of my transformation? So this is quite, it looks actually difficult. Pero na-picture out niyo sa ginabuhat nato dire. Ginamap na ako kada point ni F through sa kani nga road. You think of this as a path and a different path and some path nga ani lang siya tanan, and then if this is mapped to this point and nothing else. Well, pwede multiple actually. I'm not G could even be, pwede na siya nga one point here can be mapped by 2 points here. Pwede na siya mahitabo. Okay? But let's not worry about that. But yes, this is a more general case. Pwedeng this point will be mapped to, or multiple points there will be mapped to a single point in G. That could happen. Okay? But in general, this is a family of curve. If this is a family of curve, then at least that we are certain that a point here will be mapped sa point dire. Ang question is, what would now be the transformation T? So muna ang motivation dire. Okay? So for example, what if instead of that curve, we want a line mapping? Ibig sabihin, let this line to be y is equal to some mx plus alpha. Right? Alpha now will be so kani will be mapped here, right? Okay? Ang question karon is, how do we do this? How will we map a point that, okay, let's name this point here. This is point xy. On F, x naught, y naught. And how do we map it to a point? This is a different point, x, right? Let's call that x1, or 1 na lang ni siya, no? x1, y1. And this is a point x2, y2. Okay? So, diri sa na magsugod, mx plus alpha. And actually, the procedure will be, kumbaga pa, the same. Okay? So, unsay ibuhato nato dire? Any idea? Asa ta mag-start? How should we start? In what, unsay ato ang clue? Okay. We know that this is a line. Ang fixed aniya is ang M. Fixed ang M, of course. We are mapping the function f of x to the function g of x such that a point kani nga na-slice sa y is equal to kani mx alpha. Okay. Unsay ato ang how do we, in what way should we start here? Say ko na to. Say clue. What is our clue? Okay? Well, first nato nga maano that these points are actually points of intersection. And if this is a point of intersection, then meaning we know that this y, this specific y, let's call this specific y alpha, no? Alpha naught. Kani. Since this is, So this, at point, let's just use x kani. At point, at xy, we know that y naught na lang, y naught, or just y naught, is equal to f of x. Right? At this specific point here, kani will be equal to y of x. Right? Dire. So, meaning, ato ni siyang ikuan ron, what is the equation? Okay, y equals f. We can now find alpha. How do we find alpha? Well, natay given nga point. O say point nato nga given. Ang point nga given is x, f of x. So that means, at this point here, meaning that this is equal, meaning that f of x, so sa ato pa, f of x, this x here, must be equal to mx. Okay, we can put x naught na lang sa diri, no? X naught plus alpha naught. So that in general, we will have our alpha to be f of x minus mx. That is for any specific x here. This is some alpha of x. Okay? So, we now have the equation of this line. What is now the equation of, okay, let's call this alpha naught, alpha naught. So, what is now the equation of our line? This line, that specific line, kanilang siyang line, that equation is y equals mx plus f of x naught. This is y naught. Okay, sorry. Minus m x naught, or this is equal to m x minus x naught plus f of x naught, right? Muna ang equation sa akong line. Now, in this case, kani nga line will pass through g of x at the point, well, it's no longer x naught, y naught. Okay? Let's just label this point here as t. And that means that this is g of t. Okay? So that means that at x equals t, at x equals t, y naught of y naught is equal to g of t, right? This one. Y naught, kani, y naught is equal to g of t. Kana siya. Okay. So, I will use this fact now to solve for unsa gani form sa ano? What is my y of t? Y of t must be equal to mt plus alpha, right? But what is my alpha? Ang alpha na ako is fx, katong x dito ganiha. I will no longer use x naught because I will use any x here. So this is now f of x minus mx. Okay, sir, ngano na dubli naman ang variable diha. The t actually is a dummy variable. T is a variable used isa katong diri na sa g. Okay? So, ang mahitabo karon, well, this is now actually, and this is y of t, this is the equation. At x equals t, y of t, this y, okay, is equal to g of t. This is equal to g of t. That means that I can get t by solving the equation m times t minus x plus f of x minus g of t equals 0. Okay, sir, asa dira ang transformation t? Asa dira karon ang transformation nga t? Okay? Because I've said I want this t. Okay? Remember that t maps some x and f of x. This is a vector. Or actually, xy ra na siya, no? X, f of x. Pero ako lang diyan pagkasulat. And this must be equal to what? Well, if we transform this, x must be mapped to variable t on this dire, and f of x now must become g of t. So actually, mauna siya ang transformation. But ang question ko is, unsay form sa t? Now actually, t maps x. This is equal to t. Okay? Tx is equal to t. So, saan na siya? Okay. To know this t, we have to solve this equation. Okay? And of course, t of f of x is equal to g of t. Again, solve this t and substitute it here. So to be I'll have a much more concrete example. Maybe I'll use f of x is equal to x squared plus 4. And g of x is equal to, I'll use 1/2 x squared plus x. So say graph ani. X squared plus 4 is kanino? 4. And then 1 half x squared plus x. Asa ang 1 gani? 1. So this becomes 5. So this must be, okay. 1 ang x squared plus 4. Anyway, x squared plus 4. And what's the graph of 1 half x squared plus x? So, f of x equals x squared plus 4. And g of x is equal to 1 half x squared plus x. So, graph ani. First, ang vertex ani is as ang vertex. Minus 1 half x squared na lang siguro. Okay? Para ang vertex niya kay 0, 0. Okay, minus 1 half x squared. So, asa na siya? Diri, no? Murag paan na siya. Right? And suppose that I'll use the line y is equal to negative 2x plus some any alpha. So, unsa nang negative 2x? Sa ato pa, for here, asa ni siya ma-map? What is the graph of the line? This is 4, no? So, mo ni ang 2. So, negative 2. So, the slope is negative 2. So, this means that this one will be mapped dire. Kuha, kana siya nga point. Will be mapped dire. Okay? This one here will be mapped dira. Kuha. Okay? So, what's now the equation of the line? Well, we can just follow this. Ang equation sa ang line is m, o sa to? Ito. M is equal to f of x naught. So that my alpha here is equal to negative 2 f of x, which is x squared plus 4 minus mx naught minus 2x, right? Kani siya. So, sakto ba? Minus 2x. So, ang equation, the equation of, okay? So, what's now the equation of the line? The equation of the line, in terms, I'll use now t because I will refer to this space na. So, I will use t. Y of t now must be equal to negative 2t plus x squared minus 2x plus 4, right? Ha? No, minus kuan man. Ay, times sa. Minus man no, so plus 2x, no, plus 2x plus 4. Ngano ni siya nga, kaning x diri now, kuan na ni siya, I'm now referring for any, what is the equation of the line given x in f. Okay, because in every point in f, in every point in this function here, ang equation of the line naa siya, right? For example, unique siya. So I can now find that equation by substituting x here. So ang akong function now is now on t. My function now there is 1 half t squared na. Okay? So mahitabo karon using katong dire, okay? Solving this equation, or ako na lang isa tinamban, at x equals t, this one, y of t equals g of t, right? Y of t equals g of t. This is only true for x equals t. Okay, so that means that minus 2t plus x squared plus 2x plus 4 equals 1 half t squared. So what do I get here? Balihin natin na siya dito. Mahimong 5 halves, no? 5 halves t squared minus x squared plus 2x plus 4 equals 0. So, this is x plus 2. X, ha? Negative 4 over 2. Ay, oh. Okay, thank you. Minus 2t. Ay, okay. So, okay, t squared minus 4t minus x plus 2 squared equals 0, right? Sakto na? Napay 2, no? Napay 2 dire? Sakto? So, unsay solution ani? Well, I can solve for t, right? By quadratic formula.
Plus 40, sir.
Ha?
Plus 40.
Asang 40? Kani?
Plus.
Plus 40.
Plus.
Ay, okay, plus 40. This one, dili ni siya perfect square ni, dili. Dili, no? I don't know. I'll just use the quadratic formula. So, ibig sabihin, t now would be minus 2 plus and minus. Now, I don't want the minus kay akong ilimit lang akong domain ani. Subset lang, kanilang. Ang akong range, so I'll just remove the negative. Actually, obviously, unsay nahitabuan di ba duha ka dili siya 1 to 1, right? Kay nga naman kay mo ana ba ani didto. Unya ka na mo igo man pud na didto. Oh. Mo ana ba didto. So, in order to avoid that, I'll just use the plus. Okay, 16 ay minus b. Minus 4, plus 4. Minus 4. Plus 16 minus 4ac. So, this is 8 times x plus 2 squared. Square root over 2. So, this is now actually my t of x. Oh, na siya. That's my t of x. So, ibig sabihin, for every x here, I now have my function, t of x. For every x here is mapped to g of x through this line by solving this. Naka ninyo? So, mo nang t of x na ako. How about t of y? Well, substitute the solution to g of t. No? T of x ni siya. Okay? Because this is a function of x. So, this is, nakuha na mo, kayo naman mo itong ganihatong dire. Kato ganing, remember this? Gimap nato ni siya, no? By that, kani half, dire pod, half pod. We say that y is equal to alpha x. O, mo ni siya ang transformation. Mismo. This alpha x maps every point here to this one here. This is the x space and this is the y space. Okay? Now, what happens if generally this is not a line but a curve? Well, the same procedure, but okay, the same procedure. What? Nasabtan ni? Any question dire? Klaro ni siya? Okay? Mao ni ang muhatag sa unsay ihatag, by the way, unsay ihatag ani nga x? Unsa ni nga x? Ang x ani is kani. That means that this x here will be mapped through that x there. Kana siya. Kana mapadulong didto. And this one here, this x will be mapped through ana. That's why this point is mapped through here. You have to apply t again dito sa y. Okay? So, I'm giving, gihatag na ako ni, isa, because, kumbaga pa, I want you to have a concrete way of assigning points from one curve to another. Okay? Actually, mo man kadalasan gud mga transformation ginabuhat. We are actually assigning a point on this one to another. Okay? So, in general, if we don't have, if instead of g of t, di ba, f of x, no? And then we have g of x, and we have beta alpha of x. Well, the same thing, the same procedure. We solve for alpha. This is h of x plus r of x plus alpha, right? And for at the point x f of x, we know that beta alpha of x is just equal to f of x. Whatever that x is, it could be x naught. So from here, we can now solve alpha. Alpha is just equal to beta of, alpha is just beta of alpha of x, beta alpha of x minus r of x. Now, we have to express now what is now the function kay nahimo man siyang dami na ni siya. Because this is now, we are now leaving the x space. We will now go to the different space, t space, or any other spaces other than the x space dito. So, we will now name this function beta alpha of t, which is just equal to r of t plus alpha. What is alpha? This one. Beta, times up. Times up, murag sa ko. Okay. Mao ni siya, di ba? We will form this. So you have now r of x plus alpha equals f of x. So that alpha now is equal to f of x minus r of x. So sa ato pa, if I'm now going to the t space outside f. No, this is the set f. Outside of that, this is the x space here, no, in the set f. Outside of this, I will label any arbitrary horizontal distance as the parameter parameterized by t. Okay? So now, my equation now of that curve, beta of t equals r of t plus alpha. F of x minus r of x. Now, nganong naabot man ng x, sir? Well, this is actually the alpha. This is a specific alpha for a given specific point in the f. It would change. Okay? Kay family of curves na siya, dili na siya isa ka curve. That's why I put beta alpha here of t. It is actually a curve nga nagkuhan siya dito. Nakuha ninyo? So, from here, the same procedure. Of course, now at any x, the horizontal, at x is equal to t, we know that beta alpha of t equals g of t. Nga ano ni siya? Because it intersects the point there. The line, I mean the curve. Curve din siya in general, right? Intersects the curve here. Okay? So, that means that this is equal to g of t. So, r of t plus f of x minus r of x equals g of t. Okay? So that we now have our solution. We now have our equation. We have to solve. What we get here is actually an equation. Wala man nakabalong sa f of x. It's an arbitrary, no? This is, we now have this. R of t minus r of x plus f of x minus g of t, or ipares-pares na itong t, no? R of t minus g of t plus f of x minus r of x equals 0. Solve this equation. And we now get our transformation t. Ibig sabihin, our transformation t maps x to t. What is this t? T is just equal to t of x. We can just t of x there. So t of x is whatever is that you isolate t if it can be solved. Okay? And f of x to some g of t. Okay? So, the solution for T is solve for T. The solution for T, mao ni siya dire. That's now the transformation. Okay? We cannot have an explicit form kay arbitrary maning dire. Okay? So, nasabtan? Sabtan? Okay, sabtag ninyo kay wala mo ila ako ra bay gabot-buhat ra ni. So, wala mo makita ani sa uban. Okay, I don't know how unsay pamaagi ani sa tawag ani? If there are examples ani sa ano, pero ako rin gabot-buhat ani. Try to map a point, one function, but I'm sure na siya. Di lang kung specifically asa. Okay? I don't know also in what language are we, I mean, unsay ilang gigamit dito. But that's just actually, yeah, mapping one point to another. Nakuha ninyo? Nasabtan? So, ibig sabihin, kung tagaan mong function ani, all you have to do is follow the procedure. So, I'm giving you the procedure here. Okay. Now, unsay point na ako ani, ano naabot ta dire? Mechanics man ta. Well, because we will now have a function, a transformation. A kind of transformation, which, well, unlike this, this is just a specific way of transforming a function. Nakuha? Mapping a function to another function, mapping a set to another set. Isa lang ni siya ka-way, through a set of parallel. Isa lang ni siya ka-way. Okay, I can make many other ways possible. In this case, given a function, okay, given a function, f of x. Okay? Okay, mo na itong ano, no? Let f be a function from a vector space, or not necessarily vector space here, but anyway, our space here is vector space man yun. This is a real valued function, such that f is convex and continuously differentiable. And continuously differentiable. Not only continuous, not all continuous functions are differentiable. Okay? Some continuous functions are differentiable. Na ginatawag nga sa order of differentiability manggod na kay continuous function. And then you have a small differentiably continuous functions. Larger than this is actually what we call the Hausdorff continuous function. Not Hausdorff. Lipschitz. Ang Hausdorff remember sa inyo sa differential equations. Di ba, muhatag tag single point, di ba, we solve natin differential equation, no? Natin differential equation. Muhatag ka og single initial condition. Unsa may theorem, ana? Are we assured that there's only one trajectory corresponding to that point? Because that is important. Di ba, given a differential equation, the solution to the differential equation will actually give us a family of curves. Now, kaya naman mo atong in the solution sa katong least action. When I solve the differential equation, and then na ay boundary condition diba at x naught, at t equals 0, x is equal to these are boundary conditions, no? At a given boundary conditions, we are assured that the specific solution is unique. Meaning that there's no other trajectory in that differential, there's no other curve that satisfies a given differential equation na muagi ato nga point. Nakuha ninyo? Sa parabola na lang. Let's say that one. Mo na itong solution nga nakuha, di ba? We are assured that if we substitute this point as a boundary, if we locate this point, then this trajectory is the solution, and this is the only solution to the differential equation. It is unique. There's no other solution, meaning that there's no other possible solution like this one nga muagi diha. Mubalik ni siya later. Because in the Hamiltonian dynamics, that's actually equivalent to the statement of absolute determinism. Okay? It has a philosophical kumbaga pa implication. Okay? Balik na taan eh. Pero muna yung no? Given a point, this is the solution to the differential equation, sa may solution. It could be a curve, any curve, a family of curve. In fact, that's actually a family of curve that differs only by alpha for R2. For R2. Okay? These are family of curves. Now, how can we be sure whenever we substitute in physics, manggod, we are interested with the solution, and in physics, the boundary condition are the data points. Ibig sabihin, whenever you do physics, na kay measurement at some points, right? Can you do physics without measurements by just purely mathematics? No. Dili pwede. Unsa may ibutang nimo dira nga kuan? No? Kailangan nimo og data points. Like, okay, so kanang data points na, these are actually some known values. A known value, like it could be an initial condition or a final condition or somewhere in the middle. Basta, there is that what we call a given point. Now, when you solve the differential equation, how sure are you that the solution is there's no other curve, there's no other trajectory that would pass through here? How sure are we? It's actually a theorem in differential equation. And that theorem is proved using the what we call the Lipschitz. Mo siguro spelling? Lipschitz continuity. Okay? Lipschitz continuity. Mo na kuan dira. But anyway, sure ta nga maura gyud na nga trajectory. Sabihin, for any given dili, okay, maura ni siya. So tanang points nga maagian ani. Okay, actually dili pa ta sure ana pod sa I don't know if there's a theorem on that. What we are sure is that pwede mo siya ma-generalize. Actually, pwede siya mo-apply. Yeah, we are sure that every point here, the curves does not intersect any curve. Nakuha ninyo? Muna implication actually. The curve, this curve, if this curve is a solution and this curve is another solution, we are guaranteed that the two curves will not intersect. And that's actually equivalent to the statement of determinism. Unsa may implication if these two paths would intersect at a point? Two solutions of the differential equation. Two solutions of the differential equation. This will create uncertainty. Ngano man, this is not determinism. Naata dire, kabalutaan ni, ang future dire. Then we will not be certain of the future, right? Because it could be here or it could be here. So, muna implication niya, right? So, this is the beauty of Hamiltonian mechanics actually nga maano ninyo, no? Like applying the abstract mathematics into the sure tani, unsa implication ana. It has a very beautiful nga implication. Okay? Nakuha ninyo? Balikin ko na diri ha. If this point would give rise to that trajectory, and if there's another trajectory which has a solution to the same differential equation, that would pass through that point. Meaning that ana dito and that one. These two are two solutions. Then this is not determinism. Okay, suppose mao ni ang present, wala pa kabalo sa atong future, right? And we're not even certain of the past. Nakuha? We're not even certain of the past. Asa bata? Right? So this is not a good physics. I mean, yeah, that's uncertainty. O samot, nagdaghan kayo na dira, infinite. O, wala kay, asa man ipadulong. Right? So, muna yung mga iyahang kuan. So anyway, this function f of x. Now, I'll get a function f is convex. Unsay meaning sa convex function? A function is convex is if you draw a line between 2 points in the function, it will not intersect the function. It will only intersect in 2. I mean, yeah, 2. Okay? This is convex. This is not convex. Drawing a line this, padulong diha will intersect the function in 3. Okay? So this is not a convex. Okay? So nasabtan niyo sa convex function. Okay? Just be. So, muna itong requirement. And if this is a point x naught, what is the Taylor expansion of f of x about x naught? Oh, Taylor expansion. F of x naught equals f of x. F of x equals Taylor expansion. This is f of x naught plus partial f, or since we have only df over dx evaluated at x naught times x minus x naught plus 1 over 2 factorial na nino? 2 factorial. So 1/2 d squared f over dx squared x naught. X minus x naught squared plus and so on. Now, okay, let's understand this much better. Unsay ginabuhat nato sa Taylor expansion, and when is it valid? This is actually an approximation of the function at x naught, and this is only good for points, for the neighboring points of x naught. Now, at some point, this will fail. I mean, this will not become, but if the more that we get farther from x naught, the more terms that we need to use. Okay? Ibig sabihin, okay, magkalayo, because we can go there, paana or paani dire, right? So, this will form a kuan dire sa function. That will form dire. Okay? Now, look at we're interested with the first approximation. In the first approximation, this approximation is a line. Why is this called approximation a line? Why is it called a line? Asa man ang line diha? On the first approximation, so kanilang, right? That's a linear approximation. This is a quadratic approximation. Now, in a quadratic approximation, we are actually, kumbaga pa, we are, ani na siya, in the linear approximation, ako ning ipa-curve, medyo ano ha, let's say this is x naught, and, okay, this one here, this one is not f of x. This one is some function, we can call this any function y of x, and this y of x is this line. In fact, the first order approximation will give you the equation of the tangent line to the curve at that point at x naught. Kana siya. Okay? This one here. And how do you prove that? Okay. So I'd like you to, kumbaga pa, do this on your own. When I say do this on your own, kabalo na gid mo nga posible na manggawas pod sunod. Okay? Prove that this is indeed the equation of a tangent line. That if given f of x, then the equation of the tangent line to f of x at the point x naught is this. So what, ug maabot ta taman diri, unsa ni siya? This is a quadratic approximation, meaning that we are approximating the function f of x. We are fitting it with a parabola like this. This parabola is only a good approximation of f of x. This parabola, we can call this y2 of x, is only a good approximation of f of x to some degree near x naught. Nakuha ninyo? To some degree near x naught. Okay? Tanawa kung magkalayo sa x naught. Asa ang parabola, di ba dire? But our f of x goes this. Like for example, the line. Pag dire, ana na, di ba? Ana na, at ana itong f of x, pero itong line kay ana, right? Magkalayo ta sa x naught, the point of intersection. Okay? That's the point of intersection. So as we go farther from f, what is actually happening is that we are, okay? Pero for very close near here, meaning that we can approximate f as either either a linear function, depende og sufficiently close ta, okay, again, the greater, like this interval, no, kani, the greater the length of this one, the more terms that we need to add up, dire. Okay? If you approach this from negative infinity to positive infinity, then we will need up to infinite. Here, we are assuming that f is infinitely differentiable. Meaning that it's a class C infinite function. Okay? Now, I want a transformation from f of x to another function. I want this transformation. I want g of a function g such that g is equal to g of f prime of x. Ibig sabihin, I want to have a transformation to a different space, g, in which g is a function of the first derivative of x. Now that's, and of course, okay, f, g is a bijection. I need a bijective function here. Mao pag ginano nato, requirement na siya. Meaning that f, g must be 1-to-1 and onto. Okay? So I want this such that g is a function of the derivative of f. Now this is quite difficult to kung tanaw nato. Because whenever we differentiate a function, what happens is whenever we are differentiating a function, say gakahitabo, we're losing information. What information do we lose in differentiating a function? Unsa nga information? Okay? We are actually losing the constants. Tama? Whenever you differentiate, you lose the constant. Kay pagbalik dito, di na makakabalik. When you integrate, di ba? Pag integrate nimo sa kuan, you have plus c. You can only obtain the constant by substituting the boundary some conditions. Okay? So, we need this. And how would we do that? And we need 1-to-1 pag yun. Problema, kung saan pag 1-to-1, nga pag differentiate pa lang nato sa f, we lost information there. So, is it possible? Okay? Well, a genius in the past actually worked it out. Nga yahang kuan that it can be done by what? Okay? We'll use this line. And let g of x or g, the function g as the y-intercept of, I'll just call this f1 of x. Kani siya. f1 of x. Kaning dire. Hanto dire. Nakuha? f1 of x. Ibig sabihin, G is the y-intercept of f1 of x. What is f1 of x? It's a line. And G now is what? The y-intercept. It contains the information of the y-intercept of that line. Okay, so kung ato na siyang kuanon, let's draw that. I'll draw it again. This is F. And this one is F1 of X, right? This is F of X. So sa ato paasa ang G of X. Kani, tama? At this X naught here, this is X naught. Sa ato pa, kani siya is, this length here is G of, that length is G of X naught. Okay? And of course, it's easy to know this. How do we solve G? How do we solve G? Well, G is the y-intercept. That means G is solved if when x is, asa na to? When x is equal to 0. G is solved when x is equal to 0. So, unsay mahitabo karon dire? That means now that, okay, G of x, G of that. Okay, by the way, what is the equation of the line ato sang ko ano, no? I'll use a different T. What's the equation of this line? That equation of this line, I will call that F1 of T equals mx, what is m? df over dx. This is no longer a function because this is at any point t naman, at any point x. Okay? Times t minus, wait. T minus x. Wait lang ha. Plus f of x. Yeah, t minus x. T minus x. Okay, this is evaluated at x. Okay? So that is f of t. Plus f of x naught. Now, when x is 0, asa man ang kuha nato dira? When x is 0, when this is 0, wait. When x is, okay, let's evaluate this as a specific nga kuan. Yeah, kani, x naught. The y-intercept is when when t is equal to 0, right? Tama? When t is equal to 0. Sa ato pa, when t is equal to 0, mauna ang ano? When t is equal to 0, g of t is equal to f1 of t, right? Y-intercept. Okay, so what do we get now? Our g function now, g of t will be equal to df over dx plus f of x. Mauna na siya actually. If I'm now going to omit the dummy variable and I'll use this one here, I would na unsay nakita nato dire? what do you see here? Notice that this whole thing is G is a function now of what? G is a function of f prime of x. Nigawas na siya, di ba? We have now obtained a function G which is a function of the first derivative of f. Nakuha na nato ni siya. So we now have this. Okay, now there's a name for this transformation. This transformation is what we call a Legendre transformation. So whenever you do a Legendre, it's a one-to-one transformation. It's an, whenever you do this type of transformation, meaning that you want a function, you have a function and then you want another function, a transformation of this function such that the second function is a function of the derivative of the first function, then that transformation is what we call a Legendre transformation. Okay? Now, what we are actually interested is we apply a Legendre transformation with our Lagrangian. We have L equals L Qi, Q dot I, and T, right? We want a function, a transformation from L to a function H, in which H now is a function of Qi partial L over partial, okay, Q dot I, di ba? We want a function of the derivative of L with respect to that variable here. We are now taking this as another coordinate. Remember that whenever we solve, nainom naman ninyo itong when we solve the katuganing from calculus of variation, the variational problem, we always express the delta Q dot in terms of delta Q. Nga naman, dili independent ang delta Q dot. Right? Dili siya magkaroon ng linear independence. But here, we now force it to be not this, pero dire. Okay? Dire, nga kani siya is another set of coordinate system which are independent. But in order to construct that, kay dili man ni sila whenever we take the variation, dili man nato siya ma-set zero, right? Kay dili to siya independent with Qi. Q dot I is not independent of Qi. Mao to siya dito. Remember, di ba, whenever delta Q dot, we always express it in terms, dapat mo gawas ang delta Qi. Because kung kanilang, dili siya ma-equal to zero. Nga man to siya, tungod kay dili siya, Q dot I is not independent of Qi. But, in this transformation, we want to, this is, pilay dimension ani nga space. This space is n-dimensional space. Q1, Q2. Mo na, mo na ang yahang space. Q1, Q2, Q3, and so on. No? N-dimensional space. Now, we want to construct a 2n-dimensional space. We have to add another n dimension. And those n dimension is actually something that would replace this. And that will be replaced. This is, remember, itong ganiha dire. We have f of x. We want a function, g, which is a function of x and f prime of x, right? Mo ni siya. Actually, pwede nang walay x dira. Actually, f prime of x na lang. Okay? F prime of x is a differentiation with respect to x. Ato pa, this must be a differentiation of the function L with respect to Q dot I. Okay? Nasabtan ninyo? Mo na siya. And this is T. Okay? We have to make a Legendre transformation. Pero, this is some sort of naani reinterpretation karon. The change of this is not arbitrary actually. It will create some sort of ganing ginatawag nga a different type later maabot ta dira. Okay. And we label now this transformation, we define Pi as partial L over partial Q dot I as the conjugate momentum. This is now called the conjugate momentum. This is the momentum, Pi is the momentum conjugate to Qi. Now, we now have this two n-dimensional space. This space is Qi and this space is Pi. And these are independent. Conjugate. The word there is conjugate. Kanang conjugacy na naanay term, naanay implication pag abot sa commutators. That's why in quantum mechanics na may commutators later. Which actually, there is ato will be in the Poisson brackets. Kaning conjugation na ni. Because although these are not necessarily the word independent, but naay conjugate, no? Kaning conjugacy na ni, mo create ni siya og very interesting phenomenon. Okay? So, this Qi and this Pi are conjugates. Okay? Conjugate momentum to Pi. So, by defining H now is katong ana. Now, H now, meaning that our H, Qi, Pi, T would be equal to, remember this form. And we take, actually plus minus na siya dira. It's a plus minus because wala na ako nag-derive ang geometric, katong yung, naani siya geometric nga katong, using the slope mismo, kanimang good, gano'n ako, using the slope mismo, you would know that this is a plus and minus because G, it could either be here or could either be up. That's why a plus and minus. We will use the minus. So, this one is X. Unsay atong gikambyuhan dire, ang Q dot, right? Atong X. Tama? So, ibig sabihin, this is Q dot I partial L over partial Q dot I, which is Pi, and there's a summation here because di lang na siya isa kabuok, right? All of those, minus L. This is now our Hamiltonian function. Or the Hamiltonian. Oh, what do you know what's Hamiltonian in quantum mechanics? The total energy. Pero it's not necessarily the total energy actually. This is the more general definition of Hamiltonian. It's the total energy for a specific systems. Clear no? That L is not a function of time. Ato na siyang i-derive that for specific H now becomes T plus B. Okay? And, okay, H is a function of this. This is now, H and L are related by what we call a Legendre transformation. Ibig sabihin, the Lagrangian and the Hamiltonian functions is, unsa ni sila? Bijective ni sila. Ibig sabihin, I can solve problems in the Lagrangian sense or I can solve problems in the Hamiltonian kasi mo nang gi-require nato siya nga ang function must be bijective. Nakuha para we can go back and forth. Because if it's not back and forth, then dili nato murag natay ma-solve sa Lagrangian nga dili nato ma-solve sa Hamiltonian. Or natay ma-solve sa Hamiltonian nga wala sa Lagrangian. No. We required it and actually you can prove that that function is actually bijective. So the bijection is actually gives us this okay? Okay? So, take the differential of H. By the way, what is H? H now is a function of, right? So, the differential of H must be equal to partial H over partial Qi. Na yung mga summation ni siya, ha? I'll just use summation all here. D Qi plus partial H over partial Pi. D Pi plus partial H over partial T. D T. And I am going to take the differential of that. What would that be? Okay. This is partial. Okay, that is now the sum of the sum of Q dot I d Pi plus Pi d Q dot I, right? Minus dl. But dl is a function of this, right? So dl now would be partial L over partial Qi dQi minus kay okay, diretso na ako, no? Minus L partial over partial Q dot I d Q dot I minus partial L over partial T. Okay? dt. Okay, we can combine. Asa itong makombine? This is Pi, right? So, sa ato pa, this one and this will cancel out. Tama? Minus Pi. Cancel out. So, unsay nabilin dire? Okay, we now have here, this is the sum of minus partial L over partial Qi dQi plus Q dot I o kato dPi minus partial L over partial T dt. And comparing this, we have this one. Okay? Sa ato pa, we now have this equation. Q dot I equals partial H over partial, di ba? Kani, dPi, right? So, dQ dot I must be equal to kani. So, this is partial Pi. Okay? And this one, minus, kani equals this, equals, ano naman to? Kato. Okay? But what is partial L over partial Qi? We have the Lagrangian equation, di ba? Lagrange equation. Partial L over partial Qi minus d over dt of partial L over partial Q dot I equals 0, right? So sa ato pa, this is just equal to that. And since this is P dot I, so sa ato pa, this is Pi, so this is Pi. So that this is just equal to P dot I. So from here, we can now equate, asa na to? Kare. We can now equate here that P dot I equals partial H over negative partial H over partial Qi. Sakto? Yes. P dot I is partial H partial Qi. Here, we have a set of 2n differential equation. Instead, sa Lagrangian pilatong we have a set of n differential equation pero second order. The thing here is that we have a set of n, 2n differential equation na times 2 siya pero first order. Why is it first order? Because tanawa, this is dq over dt and this is dp over dt. In fact, this is the force. Sir, nganong mingo nga first order nga dp over dt is actually second order because p is another d over dt, right? Well, in this case, atong gi-equal putting, we now have a coordinate qi pi. We are now in the what we call a phase space. qi pi. This is what we call a phase space. Phase space. Now, in advanced dynamics, we analyze system using the phase space. The solution to the differential equation is a curve. Or well, yeah, in the phase space. And in fact, later on, we will discover that as when this evolves in time, some of those area or volumes will be preserved. Okay? Just like we will think of this as a fluid flow in this manifold here. This is a phase space. Okay? So this is a curve, this is a solution. Okay? Not necessarily, I'm not saying that it is always closed, no? Yeah, not necessarily always closed. For example, for a simple harmonic oscillator, we will solve this next meeting. The solution is an ellipse in the phase space. The harmonic oscillator is an ellipse in the phase space. Okay? And it's very powerful to analyze systems in the phase space because there, if we want to study stability, whatever the advanced nga mga anang ginapang ano nato, ginakuha nato nga kuha sa system, kaning mga ginatawag nila nga edge of chaos, edge of we studied that using in the phase space. Okay? So this is now a very powerful formula. This is even more powerful than the Lagrangian. I'm not saying that this can solve more problems than the Lagrangian. The Lagrangian is if you can solve it in the Lagrangian, you can solve it in Hamiltonian. If you can solve it in Hamiltonian, you can solve it in Lagrangian. That's why there's a bijection. But the formulation of this, the mathematics of this, it's much more advanced. Because sa kanimang good nga footing that we are now in this type of manifold, this is actually a type of manifold. Actually, in general, what we call a symplectic manifold. And we can make use of the property of that to study dynamics. So, in fact, in the more advanced study of dynamics, the study of dynamical systems is transformed into the study of the geometry of what we call symplectic manifold. Transformation dito. Grabe ka kuha ng differential. Okay pa. Pinagpalubat na. Grabe ka kuha ng differential geometry dire. But we will not go into that. Dili ta maabot ana nga level, no? Kay advanced na kay na siya. At somehow, a touch of it. Okay? Kaya umabot na nga level, murag, naabot. Okay, a touch of it. Besides, wala kita nakakuha ng differential geometry. So, this is, by the way, this is what we call the Hamilton's equation of motion. Okay? The Hamilton's equation of motion. Our equation, partial L over partial QI minus D over DT of partial L or partial Q dot I equals 0 is replaced by this. This is very simple. Now, QI and PI, here we are assuming that PI is as fundamental as QI. But actually, dili. Of course, we know that PI is the momentum, right? Dili na siya fundamental. In classical physics, the only fundamental is actually the position. But that's why in quantum mechanics, this momentum is given, is meaning that momentum is not derivable from the position. That's the difference. Because in Hamiltonian, we are just fooling ourselves that P is as fundamental as momentum. That's why we are able to do this space here. Kay kung ato ni siyang dili sila independent, I mean, we replace the independence by the word conjugate. Okay? We replace that independence by conjugacy. So, sa katong dito nga sa kanang dira nga I mean here, yeah, we are fooling ourselves that they are as fundamental as each other. Pero technically, dili gyud. Because before you can derive momentum in classical physics, you have to find first the position and take the derivative of that. Okay? Mao na siya, ang sa measurement, ang sa actual measurement, ang sa practical. But in quantum mechanics, it's different. It's as fundamental as the position. Okay? Momentum is not derivable, is not a differentiation of the position with respect to some parameter. It is as fundamental as both is Okay? So, makita na nato na sa nanatay glimpse doon na actually tagapadoon na sa quantum mechanics. We are actually one step closer and we get into the highest level of the formulation of classical mechanics called the Hamilton-Jacobi theory. Mo-apply na po transformation dito. Sige na transform dire. Okay? So, now it becomes more abstract, more mathematical. Okay? So, kana lang siguro. So, gigutom na gid si ko